Hi, I'm Bob DeLamartre. Welcome to another Excel Workshop series how-to video. We're going to be looking at how to make a crosstab table using Boolean functions in Excel 2003. This also works for Excel 2002. Okay, well, you see that we've got a shell here with the states down one side here and the months across the top. And if you click on one of the cells that shows a month, like January here, if you look up in the formula bar, you see that's actually January 1st, 2011. And similarly for the February, it's February 1st, 2011, and so forth over through September. Okay, we also have a database here. It's a pretty good sized database. Let's just take a look at how big it is. Yeah, we've got over 5,800 records here, and they're all in 2011, from January through August of 2011. And we're going to be looking at the reporting date and the state here in our crosstab table. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that we can enter a formula right here in C9, just one formula, and then drag it to the rest of the table so that it fills in the entire table using Boolean functions. Now, Boolean functions, just a little refresher, Boolean functions operate on the basis of yes or no, or 1 and 0. And when you multiply the individual arguments, you have something like 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. It would count then 1. Or 1 times 0 times 1 would be 0, and it wouldn't count it. And it does that for each record in our database over here, our XL360 database. Okay, well, first thing we have to do is name our ranges in our database. And the easiest way to do that is just to select one cell and then go Control A on your keyboard. That selects our entire database here. And then we're going to go up to our data here. And nope, that's not where we want to be. We want to go up to Insert Name. Yes, up to the Insert Name. I have to remember that I'm on Excel 2003 here and not 2010. Okay, with name, you get a secondary drop-down menu. We're going to use Create. So we're going to create this, and you get this drop-down box, this dialog box, showing the top row checked and the left column checked. Well, we just want the top row checked, not the left column. So we're going to deselect the left column. So we're just going to create names according to the headers here in our database. We're going to click OK, and bam, we've done that. It doesn't show anything right at the moment, but trust me, it's all there. Okay, well, very good. We have named each of the ranges according to the header. So this first range here in column A is state, column B is claim, column C is rep, and so forth. Okay, let's go back to our crosstab table. And one thing when you're working with Boolean functions, it's kind of nice to have the names of the ranges handy so that you can just pick out what you want. So we're going to click over here on N8 here next to our table. And we're going to go up to Insert Name and Paste. Now it says Paste Names, and we're going to paste the entire list. So I'll just click this Paste List button right here, and bam, it takes care of that. I'm just going to get rid of the details here. And you can see that we have these ranges named. We have claim, data loss, office, rep, report date, state, trans amount, that's transaction amount, and transaction date. Okay. Well, now we get on to creating our formula here, our master formula. And we're just going to click on cell C9 and click enters, or equals, I should say, equals sum product. Sum product is the Boolean function that we're going to be using. Two open parentheses to start off with. So it equals sum product, 2 open parentheses. You can see I'm working up here in the formula bar. It's just easier to do that. Now, one little helper here on your keyboard is F3. F3 is really our friend when it comes to working with named ranges and Boolean functions. And if you click on F3, well, nothing's happening right here for some reason, so we're not going to use F3. Maybe I've got the F buttons locked here, perhaps. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's just not working today for some reason. Some days are like that, you know. You just never know, so you can't get too excited about it. Anyway, let's go with our ranges. So our first one is equals sum product, the state. We're going to have state is equal to that first state in our policy state column, that is B9, and we want it to be locked into the column there, but not the row. We want the row to float, but the column to be locked in. So we want to put a $sign in front of the B. So we're going to do that. Just going to put a $sign in front of the B, but not in front of the 9. So we've got a mixed absolute and relative reference here. Okay, close parentheses, asterisk, that's of course our multiplier in Excel, open parentheses, and we're all set for our second argument. Okay, our second argument is going to be the month that we're interested in. So we're going to go with report date. Report date is greater than or equal to C8. It would be January here. And we want it to stay locked into the row in this case, but we want to have the column to be able to float because we're going to drag it out through our entire table here. So we're going to put a $sign in front of that 8 being our row, and a close parentheses, another asterisk multiplier, and one last argument we're going to make. So we're going to have a total of 3 arguments. Okay. We want this one to be report date is less than February 1st. Okay, and once again, we want it to be able to be locked into that row but float on the column. So we're going to make a $sign in front of the 8, and then we're going to go 1 close parentheses, 2 close parentheses. That takes in our entire equation here then. Okay, all we have left to do is just hit enter, and bam, we see that for this policy state of Arizona in January we didn't have any claims. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to grab a hold of the handle here, just hover our mouse so it makes the crosshairs in the lower right hand corner, and drag it on over September, and then drag it on down to the bottom here, and bam, you see that just fills it in just like that. Pretty cool, huh? Well, September, obviously we don't have anything in the database for September, and besides that, the way we've got this formula set up, it's looking at L here, which isn't a date. So we're just going to hide that column, hide column K. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have our 8 months here from January to August for all of our policy states, and it counts that database over here, you know, having a whole lot of records in it, over 5,800 records, and it goes through and counts them one by one using our Boolean function that, because of the way we set it up, we can fill in this entire crosstab table. Bada bing, just like that. And if we want to clean this up, we can just get rid of the names here. We can just clear that out. And for totals, if we just want to finish this off, we can just put totals sum, select row here, hit enter, and then we can just click on that and do a quick double click on the handle, and bam, it fills in our totals here for each individual state. Pretty cool, huh? Boolean functions, they really work neat once you get used to them. At first they can be kind of scary, but after you've used them a little bit, you'll find out that they're really a terrific tool and can save you all kinds of time in analysis in your Excel workbooks. Well, I hope you like this. I hope you give it a try soon. If you ever have any questions, please get in contact with me. I'm always happy to hear from you. Shoot me an email. And I hope the rest of your day goes well. Thanks very much. I'm Bob de la Martre.